From superheroes to super sinners, the Brits do it best. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Marvel MCU performances by British actors.
You were right. What you told me over the radio that night. Not everyone deserves a happy ending.
Before we begin, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we've gathered a glorious group of British actors, all of which have had a heroic or villainous impact on the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Finally.
Number 10, Aaron Taylor-Johnson as Quicksilver.
You didn't see that coming?
Having already starred in the Kick-Ass films, Taylor-Johnson was no stranger to superhero flicks when he entered the MCU as Quicksilver. Debuting in Age of Ultron after a brief appearance in an end credit scene for Winter Soldier, Quicksilver teams up with his twin sister, Scarlet Witch, after the Avengers bust both of them out of a Hydra lab. And with a storyline that lives up to his superpower, the speedster's screen time comes in short, sharp bursts. There's just no catching him.
Come back for me when everyone else is off, not before. You understand?
You know, I'm 12 minutes older than you.
Go.
Number 9, Idris Elba as Heimdall.
Good Heimdall.
You're not dressed warmly enough.
I'm sorry.
Do you think that you can deceive me?
The Thor films feature a few standout British performances, not least Anthony Hopkins' godly turn as Odin, but Idris Elba deserves particular mention playing a character who has grown into the series. As Heimdall, Elba is Asgard's gatekeeper and the overseer of the Bifrost Bridge. An all-seeing, all-knowing figure, he holds a lot of sway in Thor's world, and becomes an important leader in Ragnarok, fronting the resistance against Hela. This bloke gets more badass with every movie he's in.
King of Asgard. My turn.
Number 8, Charlie Cox as Daredevil.
We'll manage. I don't know how, but I know we will.
Switching to the small screen for the first MCU series on Netflix, London's Charlie Cox takes the title role in Daredevil. Playing Matt Murdock, an apparently unassuming, blind New York lawyer, once the day job's done, he suits up to fight crime across the city. A brutal but brilliant vigilante who was blinded at a young age, Cox taps into Daredevil's determination to succeed, as well as the character's constant vulnerability. And this series is stacked with awesome fight scenes, with show creators rewriting the rulebook on what a Marvel melee should look like. Number 7, Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One.
The sorcerers of antiquity call the use of this language spells. But if that word offends your modern sensibilities, you can call it a program.
Signalling a seismic stylistic shift in the MCU, Doctor Strange is another film peppered with pristine Brit performances. Special mention to Chiwetel Ejiofor as Karl Mordo and Benedict Wong as one of Strange's closest allies, but Tilda Swinton takes the most significant supporting role as Stephen's mystic mentor, the Ancient One. While her casting did trigger accusations of whitewashing, Swinton steps into the previously male role and totally makes it her own. Still, we'd expect nothing less from one of cinema's most enigmatic actors.
Arrogance and fear still keep you from learning the simplest and most significant lesson of all.
Which is?
It's not about you.
Number 6, Paul Bettany as J.A.R.V.I.S/Vision.
Jarvis, you up?
For you, sir, always.
As one of the longest standing MCU actors, Paul Bettany has been involved with Marvel since the cinematic universe started. He voices Jarvis in Iron Man 1, 2 and 3, and in the first Avengers film, before gaining glorious physicality in Age of Ultron. As Vision, Bettany brings unique and exciting elements to the superhero stable, assuming an omniscient, supreme quality throughout the otherwise chaotic fight scenes. A voice of reason and intelligence, nothing gets past this guy.
I'm not Ultron. I'm not Jarvis. I am.
Number 5, Karen Gillan as Nebula.
Thanks, Dad. Sounds fair. This is one fight you won't win.
Previously best known as Amy Pond in Doctor Who, let no one question Karen Gillan's dedication to this MCU role. The Scottish actress famously shaved her head to play Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy, revealing her drastic new look at Comic-Con in 2013. And having boldly gone bald, she puts in a gutsy performance to match. Up for the fight and furious most of the time, Nebula proves a prize pain in the arse for the Guardians before beginning to switch allegiances in the sequel. Watch this space.
You can stay with us and help them. I will help them by killing Thanos.
Number 4, Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Hi, I'm Captain America. Whether you're in the classroom or on the
Do
battlefield,
you know him too?
physical
Yeah, we
fitness
met.
will be the difference between success
I stole the
or
shield.
failure.
Marvel roles don't come much bigger than Spidey, and Tom Holland's take on the friendly neighborhood fighter of crime has earned the Englishman widespread critical acclaim. Having made his bow in Civil War before fronting a standalone Spider-Man film in 2017, Holland plays up Peter Parker's high school anxieties better than most movie versions of the character. He's seriously handy in the big battle scenes too, converting the web-slinger's carefree nature into an inventive and unpredictable fighting style. Tony Stark should be proud.
That was a test, right? There's nobody back there?
Yes, you passed. All right, skedaddle there.
Thank you,
Young
Mr. Stark. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Told you he's a good kid.
Number 3, Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange.
Teach me.
Backed up by the stellar supporting cast we've already saluted, Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange is easily one of the most exciting and intriguing Phase 3 inductees into the MCU.
I came here to heal my hands, not to fight in some mystical war.
Transforming from an arrogant but brilliant surgeon into a humble but gifted mystical maverick, the character commands a unique origin story and unprecedented powers. Inspired by all of Strange's complexities and sporting one of the coolest Marvel costumes around, Cumberbatch delivers a trippy, time-turning portrayal worthy of even the Ancient One's approval.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Number 2, David Tennant as Kilgrave.
Children should be seen and not heard. Or better still, not seen and not heard.
Another Brit at the centre of Marvel's Netflix projects, but this time as one of the MCU's most memorable villains. David Tennant's turn as Kilgrave proved a clear highlight throughout the first season of Jessica Jones, and no, he didn't just force us to say that. Combining mind control powers with unmitigated malevolence, Kilgrave stops at absolutely nothing to get what he wants. Leaving a trail of calmly discarded dead bodies in his wake, Kilgrave turns every scene into an awesome edge-of-the-seat moment.
Crappy fluorescent lights and cockroaches and loud cell phones and the smell of piss. I am trying to profess eternal love here, people!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions.
Is this your first time intimidating someone? I'm afraid. I'm not that afraid.
Everybody's afraid of something.
Cuttlefish.
Raise your voice. Zap. Touch the glass. Zap. You step out of line, you deal with me. Please, step out of line.
Number 1, Tom Hiddleston as Loki.
Surprise!
Hiddleston was a relative unknown when cast as Loki in 2011's Thor, but the London-born actor has seen his stock rise immeasurably throughout his time in the MCU. As Loki, he brings to life one of Marvel's most important and individual characters, whose motivations are never easy to nail down. A villain for the most part, but a baddie we all unshamedly root for, Loki's always on hand with a well-timed retort and a fiendish grin. Redefining what's meant by brotherly love and sibling rivalry with every word he says, he's an icon of 21st century cinema.
If it's all the same to you, I'll have that drink now.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.